President Biden's pick to lead U.S. Customs and Border Protection, Chris Magnus, would not call the surge of migrants crossing the southern border a crisis, but he acknowledged that it is a very serious matter that had no apparent solution. During his confirmation hearing before the Senate Finance Committee Tuesday, the former Tucson, Arizona police chief was asked by Senator Todd Young, R.Ind., if the border situation had reached crisis level. "Let me assure you that no one believes there is greater urgency to this matter than I do," Magnus replied. This led Young to say that urgent strikes the common ear as less than a crisis, before asking, "Are you saying there is not a crisis at the border?" Young said that according to DHS there has been 1.3 million migrants cross the border. "What number of illegal crossings would you consider to be a crisis?" he asked. "What if we were to quintuple that number? Would you then call it a crisis?" Magnus said that the situation is very serious and that regardless of what we call it, it is something important to me. Despite noting the significance of the situation at the southern border, earlier in the hearing Magnus drew a blank when he was asked how he would go about fixing it. Senator James Lankford, R. Oakler, said that if confirmed Magnus would be walking into a chaotic situation at the border where illegal crossings are skyrocketing, in addition to record increases in methamphetamine and fentanyl entering the country. "What is your plan?" Lankford asked. "Of course, if there was a ready-to-go plan to address all the problems that you've just described, my guess is that not only CBP but you all as a body would have seen to it that it was implemented," Magnus responded. Rather than make any specific suggestions, he went on to say that building relationships and getting accurate information would be key to coming up with a plan. Republicans had been concerned about Magnus due to his past support for sanctuary cities. During the hearing, he said that while there have been some legitimate issues raised regarding police detaining people without an arrest warrant, as CBP head his primary role would be to enforce the law.